Perfection doesn't fit life. And this is why. See, to be too perfect is to lose out on a dream. It's to actually lose on multiple opportunities. Because to fit things into a box is to keep them away, locked and hidden from all to be able to see. Why would I want to be perfect? That's the question. Why would you want to be perfect? Why would you want to be perfect? Human life, the best experiences that you could ever have and hold is to be a mess, to be chaotic sometimes. Because that's the most pleasurable thing to life. That's the beauty in it all. It's to see the cracks and the spills and the rips and the tears. It's not to walk or run away from them. No. Run away from them, no. It's to actually face them head on. The struggle of imperfection and trying to be perfect. What does perfection actually provide? See, you can become so perfect that you actually get rid of the thing that makes you you. You scrape it away. You push it away. It's as if you're seeking out something that's hollow, something that's empty. Because to aim for perfection is to aim for the ideal, as well as aim for humanness, which already stands still of where you are. And yet to flake it away and to dig it away is to have nothing else left. It's to have nothing else left. See, you can't make something from nothing, and you can't gather something from nothing. Something has to exist. Something that is real and authentic, of all sorts, and not just of perfection. There has to be something that was once beaten down, a sadness or frown. You know, that's something to consider in itself. It is. It's something to consider because, like I said in my past, I struggled with wanting things to be perfect. And if they weren't perfect, a lot of times I would get down on myself. But the older I become and the more wiser I grow, and the more I take time to realize that everything doesn't need to be perfect, the more free I feel. Sometimes when I just throw stuff together, I'm oftentimes satisfied with myself. I actually feel complete with actually throwing stuff together. I feel like I'm being myself. I feel like I'm not being judged. Now there are times when I do go back to wanting that whole plate of perfection because it's a habit. It's something I'm used to. But when I allow myself to just be free and allow my inner mystery to just be of itself, it feels completely wide awake. It's as if I'm channeling freedom. The gift of freedom. I had popcorn. It's probably in my teeth. Did I floss today? Yes, I flossed today. But yes, striving for imperfection. That is the best way you can be kind to yourself. That's the best way you can give kindness to yourself. Is to give yourself a break from time to time of trying to measure up in all areas. Because, you know, to not measure up if you create something and you don't measure up, brilliance can actually stand in that. And if you think I'm lying, go to an art museum. See the various pictures, photos of substances of all kinds. For some artwork, emotion was planted there, but not for all of them. For some people, it was just to test a limit to see if they could allow themselves to detach from the very thing they were creating. And so, yes, they put effort into it. And yes, they put feeling and thought into it. And yet, for many of them, they didn't strive for perfection. They allowed love to sell itself. So, I think that's all to be said is, every day this has to be a human struggle for all human beings, I believe. It can't just be for the artists. It can't be just for us that feel that we need to be everything completely so that we can receive stars. Remember when we were kids and you did real good on your schoolwork and the teacher put stars at the top, gave you an A+ and put a star? It's okay just to have a star with just a half of a page filled sometimes. If you try to complete something and you half do it, and yet you know the effort was there, then that's appreciation in itself. To yourself.